Listen, I'm not sponsored, but I will say I just spent the last 15 minutes changing out the wonderful colored lights that I have in my office, studio, the room I spend the majority of my day in. And, yeah, I have to admit, these Sylvania Christmas lights, the package like has a vintage, hold on, where are they? I'm sorry, they're not packaged as a vintage, they're packaged as a traditional glow. These are actually really fucking nice. Like, they're shorter than the other ones I have, which tells me that probably I didn't buy enough strings of these for my actual Christmas tree. But, I mean, I can also kind of calculate that. I just need its dimensions. But, it's a thinner tree. It's designed to fit in a somewhat tighter corner, so I don't think, you know, one strand per foot is necessarily true. But these are fucking nice. Like, I put them up and, like, I can maybe a little bit tell the color difference. Like, these are a little crisper in their color, whereas the old incandescents I had up kind of blend their color together more, but, like, just on its own, it captures the look perfectly. So, you know what? Brilliantly done. Probably out of stock at your Target. I had to go to a much more local store to find more of these. They're on sale, no less. Great stuff. You know what else is great stuff? So this is actually one of my favorite little playlists we've done. I need to go back and look at all the playlists we've done this year and like start adding more of that music onto an actual dedicated playlist again. Like, the idea that, I guess, yeah, God, we're close enough into the year now where, like, where the hell is actual chat? It says it's running, but I don't see it. Oh, that's a problem. Hold on. But yeah, like, part of the bit that I was trying to do this year was... There it is. Part of the bit that I'd been trying to do this year was, like... Season... Like, how I always have the winter playlist, which I need to actually dust off the winter playlist here. As my yearly, you know, end cap for the year. I both listen to it, like, just for free time and also listen to it for, like, stream pre-roll. I was like, I'm going to do something like that all year round. And it kind of... It started out with, like, you know, winter VGM, then a little bit of spring VGM, but by summer it kind of just devolved into, like, whatever playlists were on my homepage that I thought sounded cool, which admittedly kind of was just what I used to do with the Spotify playlist, and I guess that is somewhat of an easier bit, huh? But that's plans for next year, which I have not thought about, and it's November. Usually I think about that in September. Oops. Oh well. Today, let's just dive right in. I said originally that I was going to do probably finishing off FF9, and then we'd see whether we start ZA or we just goof around with like Sonic Racing. I think I'm just gonna finish 9 and be done whenever that is. Like, it's better, but I've still got a bit of a headache today. Headaches in me are great. You know why? Because anytime I get one, it's, alright, flip a coin. Do I take the tension headache medicine, or do I take the maximum strength medicine? If I guess right, my day is great. If I guess wrong, my day is awful. And today was one of those days I guessed wrong. Which means I had to sit around for 6 hours waiting for the first stuff to wear off so I could take the second stuff. That's just how we roll here. Alright, reconnect GameStop Online. Scan for games. 9. Disc 4. State. And capture the duck. The last time we captured the duck. Alright. Wait. Oh, hold on. I know why we're fucky. That's right. Hold on. That's right, we didn't save a state last time. We just saved at the save point because we tried to take... That's right, because we tried to take the warp out of the final dungeon, realized there isn't a warp back to the final boss, and was like, nah, fuck it. Yeah, okay, I remember. I would have figured that out if I'd read the date on that save state. Published by Square Enix USA. Yeah, there we go. Crystal World. That's more like it. Yeah, this looks more like it. Alright, pre-final boss. What do we no longer need? Well, the answer is we no longer need level up or ability up. So let's just immediately take that off everyone so I don't forget. Alright. Definitely still keep body temp, I think. Turn on eye for eye. We don't need Flea Gill anymore. Actually, you know what else we don't need anymore? I don't know if we need Bandit anymore. Like, is there any benefit to stealing off the final boss? No, probably not. So let's go ahead and take that off. Let's also take Mug off. That status is still good. Accuracy plus is still good. Too short on auto life, which that's gonna piss me off forever. Actually, what is your status right now? Mini. I have never seen Mini trigger. I wonder if I take off add status. Like, surely you can't mini the final boss, right? I'm gonna take that gamble. Instead, where am I at? The final boss is through this door. That's where I'm at. Well, I say final boss, but it's like a 3-boss gauntlet. Same difference, though. Yeah, I think we'll put on auto life then. And fuck it, gamble defense. Why not? You have a point laying around. Stop. Petrify. Do I think this boss is going to use poison and venom? Difficult to say. You know, maybe I'll just spread around my, like, stat survival skills. Other than body temp, obviously. And maybe locomotion. Stop is annoying. Automatically puts regen on herself. That's not bad. C. Realistically, I should put as many, like... any of these abilities that, like, stop my ability to use Fiend, I should probably put on. Silence prevention could help. Well, good news. I have that on by default on my casters. You having auto haste is nice. Again, I don't think I can mini the final boss, so we'll just take those off. Put return magic back on. I already have 2 people with antibody. Let's put Insomniac on you. Counter, eye for eye, antibody, potion. Auto haste is nice, actually. Let me put that on. My problem is then... what do I do with these remaining 3 points? I guess I could turn off auto haste and put on auto life. Auto potion requires you to have potions, though. Which, admittedly, actually, I could get away with. There. Well, this is the part of the game now where everybody just needs to be in their best gear. We're not learning anything more new here. I bet you the final boss is going to use shadow damage. Is Grand Armor your best armor? Yes. There's an optimize button, but I feel like optimize is just going to pick for stats. I'm going to actually keep defense gloves on. If you're auto-hasted, then your speed stat isn't super important. Ace is holy, absorbs ice, Ace is fire. I don't know if... Because I assume... Kuja's going to use Flare a lot, I bet, which I think I have on Palom. No, but I do have Comet, which is non-elemental. There's an empty slot here, though, which I'm willing to bet you is Flare. Which would imply that it's part of fire damage. So I think... Let's load people up on fire resist if we can make it happen. Fire's already reduced by 50. Actually, what do you have resisted? Fire, ice, so the main trio, and Shadow. Doesn't boost anything that's good. That reduces Holy, but again isn't useful stats for me. Reducing Wind, which does raise magic defense a little bit, but that... I think I'd just go for raw evasion. Which means probably like the glass buckle here. Well, nah, I think she's best with what she's got. Ben's got his best weapon on. Fire, Thunder, Water, Shadow, and then Shadow again. So unless there's something ridiculously better than the... Oh, look at that, there's something ridiculously better than the, It's just a 1 boosted speed, but... Barely worth it, actually, so that's 33, 38... God damn it, it's Shadow again! Stop giving me things that absorb Shadow. I don't need it. Like, cool. He absorbs and reduces Shadow damage by 50%. Great. Thunder's reduced by 100. Actually, that might be the difference, because... Yeah, that's just an attack booster. And absorbs Earth. Actually, I have something here that's good for other elements, right? No, just Earth? Okay. Glass Buckle, unironically, might actually be best for him. Drops his evade a bit, but it does boost his strength. Well, it's only... But it does boost magic evasion, but we can get better. You've learned Ifrit. You've actually learned every single summon I can give you, which is good. You're the mystery person with Reflect. That says your magic defense to the roof. I think I have to put that on you. Shadow damage by 50? Or 100? It's actually a good question. That reduces shadow damage by less, but does boost evade by a lot more. This, which boosts evade by less, but also boosts magic evade. List. Nervous plate. That's not really useful for her. Rubber suit's probably your best. You have an adamant hat on right now. So between that and the Dragon Wrist boosts evade a lot more, but not so much as magic evade. I'm going to assume that Kuja is going to be predominantly a magic fight. I think we're kind of at the point in the game where things are just going to throw magic at us more than anything. Shadow by 50. Oh, that already absorbs Shadow. Hold on. Maybe we do put him in the Magician's Robe. It's a big drop in defense, though. I think we see if there's anything better than the Pumice piece. Pumice piece might be his best bet. I think we roll with this. I do want to see, though, what is... Reflect Null. Nullifies, Reflect, and attacks. Well... I guess the idea is that if an enemy has Reflect up, she just breaks through it. Which is nice, but... I'd rather use her for healing. Alright. Camp at the beginning of the world. Exclamation marks! Kuja. Nice of you to come. I'm surprised you beat the 4 chaoses that I created from the crystal's memory. But you're too late. Take a good look. Isn't it beautiful? It's the original crystal. This is where it all began. So, like, did we actually go into the past? Are you, like, trying to destroy the crystal that created reality? I'm still a little confused what's happening here. The birthplace of all things. As I destroy it, everything will be gone. Gaia, Terra, the universe, everything. Her lives and memories too, of course. Shut up. The only thing that's gonna be gone is you. I'll take you out right now. You honestly think you can beat me? Even if you do, Gaia's already doomed. Its assimilation by Terra has begun, and the Aoife tree will incite a cataclysmic destruction of Gaia. It's all over for you and your friends. See? I win either way. Doesn't matter. Even if Gaia is assimilated, the planet will remain, and we'll start over to make a new home. That's an interesting little line there. Just thinking about FF14 things. Kuja, you're nothing but a coward. If you're gonna die, leave us out of it. Why should the world exist without me? Wouldn't be fair. If I die, we all die. Then, you will be my first sacrifice. Ah, this feels like a final boss kind of background. Wow, it's an ugly thing. Feels a little I said it felt anticlimactic, but then it does that. And then it does that! Well, this will be interesting to tell us stuff. Yes, a lot of people didn't take damage there. What that means, I'm not entirely sure, but it probably means something. Oh yeah, that's right! Fuck you! I love return magic, it's great. And there's the auto potion. Just for some help. Okay, so the important stuff, game doesn't tick when I'm in this menu, so I can actually strategize a little. Which is nice, because I can see health levels, because I'm trying to heal. So the only person who really took a lot of damage there was Lurantis. Which means everybody else had something on them that like either nullified or absorbed or halved the incoming damage here. So if I die, I have to remember everybody but Lurantis had a very good item, and I need to figure out what that item is. I also know Palom does bonus water damage. So make them wet. Dual claws. Black belt. Elixir. Nothing worth stealing, though. Not in the final gauntlet. Health looking good, so we'll hold on her for the moment. Is that worth healing him? Maybe just a light heal. Just to be safe. Okay, now we heal everyone. Haste is unironically maybe the best thing to have in this game, I'm realizing. Like, the Rantus just never touches the ground. As Youchi, not bad enough yet. Oh, Palp still gets one more turn of trance. Okay, now the Ouchie is bad enough. Oh no, he's back to being the little guy. This is dumb pants. Looks, yeah, he's a little low on MP. I can go a few more rounds yet. And it doesn't matter, because the boss is over. At least this round. How did they beat Death Guys? Do you really think you can defeat me? Wow, look, no experience and no AP. It's almost like this is a boss gauntlet. Oh, I can just leave. Hold on. Let me just quick leave. Wait, what are you doing? Okay, so, just out of curiosity, what did everybody else have that the Rantus didn't? Absorb Shadow. Reduces Shadow by 100. Okay. So Meteor is shadow damage. The Rantus still took half damage. Which means, do I have anything else that absorbs shadow? Raises shadow. Reduces shadow by 50, but those don't stack cumulatively, they stack multiplicatively. So it actually only reduces it to 25%, which is still good. But maybe I want that Fire, Ice, Thunder spread, honestly. Like, I'm guessing Kuja's gonna be, you know, Captain Magic over here. Well, you don't have your boosted water damage anymore. Add that on it, then. Must have been something in here. No? Oh, it was the Octagon Rod. The Octagon. Which actually... Magic calculations in this game use the magic stat. There's no reason for me to continue using the Mace of Zeus. Because Doomsday fucking sucks. It damages your own party. I'm gonna do something ballsy here and put the Octagon Rod back on. Because it also absorbs water and wind then. Which means he's immune to Holy, Shadow, Water, Wind, and Thunder. So basically the only thing this guy takes a hit from is Earth. And obviously physicals. But hey, if I put on the Gaia gear, then he also absorbs Earth. And suddenly, there's not a magic attack in this fucking game that can damage Palom. Other than, you know, Elementless, which I'm sure Kuja and Necron rock. Fuck it, let's try it. Congratulations, Palom, you're just immune to magic now. Have fun. Have fun, little guy. Let's go ahead and... Yeah, sure, we'll burn an elixir here on him. There you go, max MP. One more tent. One more save. Surely there won't be another chance to save between Kuja and Necron, right? This game isn't that nice, right? It wouldn't actually surprise you if this game is that nice. This game hasn't actually... Other than, like... Honestly, random encounters have been tougher than most bosses in this game. I'm just gonna say it. Kind of weird balance here. Alright, buddy. Oh, yeah. This is pre-final boss music. The organ's kicking in. I can't believe you beat death, guys. Well, my time is almost up. Time to die, everyone! Please tell me the music carries over. Good. Oh, look at that high-quality background. Oh. Turn into a rock music. That's gonna hurt, but only the person it targets. I'm not gonna try. I'm like, should I check and see what he can give us? No. Nice opening crit, by the way. Great start. Is this Black Mages? Did FF9 pioneer the idea of having the in-house band do the big boss music? Uh-oh. Well, she's dead. Well, maybe not. That 200 health might have done something. That 200 health actually might have done something. Alright, this is just gonna be an AoE flare, I bet. See what happens. Alright, yeah, it just hits everyone. For what I assume is elementless damage, then. Because it hit Palom, it must be elementless. Which does suck a little. Yeah, you definitely want to leave Sphene always with an attack in the back. Just in case. And have Lurantis in midair as much as humanly possible. Oh, wow! Holy! I was wondering if someone was going to fucking... Lol, he targeted the person who can't be hit with magic. And returns it! Fuck you, buddy! Get holy! I love this game. Nice piling on the crits then. Alright, Flare Star, that's gonna be a heal everyone. Ah! He missed everyone but Ven. Okay. Man, you suck at this. That's good, actually, because the Lurantis is going to take to the air now. Oh, never mind, he's going to go for it again. Might actually be a problem. I could kill Ven. I think he survives with low HP, but... Still 2 misses, by the way. Okay, if he holies Ven here, this sucks. And he holied Ven. Man just spent 3 whole turns saying, fuck you. Too bad he has auto life. Okay, I'm going to... Do I elixir is the question. High potion isn't going to do us any good, so I think I use one of my elixirs here. Just to get him back upright. Like, fully upright. In good working order. Yeah, he's dead. 23 elixirs for the final boss. Yeah, true. That's gonna drop then, unless it misses. Which it can do. It missed. Perfect. Kuja really takes turns fast, though. Uh-oh, that's a problem. That might actually kill us. Oh, that's... yeah, that's definitely... That's a problem. And that's death. Alright. Okay, noted. Bro is actually kind of bad. Wow, Kuja, you suck. Kuja proceeds to just absolutely lay it on thick. Okay, buddy. Alright, I understand. I gotta treat you a little seriously. I see where they gave us that save. It's like, man, this game sure hasn't had really many hard fights. Kuja. Alright. Yeah, so I think we've learned a couple of things just from that alone. Which is that, number one, Bro likes to use Holy. So if we can get people to absorb Holy damage, that would be good. I'm going to assume, given everything I have seen, he only uses, like, non-elemental damage, and that he uses, like, specifically non-elemental damage and, Holy. That seems to be the way of it. I'll keep Shadow on, because I could see him busting out Meteor at some point. But I don't think we need to worry about, like, Thunder and stuff. So, like, if we can give the gang, like, Absorb Holy... Which, of course, we can't. Actually, hold on. Do you have Flare? No, but he does have Comet. I'm just curious. FF9 Flare, are you elementless or are you fire? Vivi's most powerful single target. Non-elemental, okay. It is okay, Flare is vulnerable to Reflect, though. Question, does auto life trigger only once per battle? Starts the battle with auto life in effect, bestows no visual cue, is visible when targeting. If the wearer is KO'd, they come back to life at 1 HP. Even if they start the battle KO'd. Wears off after initiating. Okay, so you can only use auto life once. It's still useful. So yeah, we want to get rid of Holy. If anybody can equip anything that, like, nullifies Holy, please do. Of course, the only thing that seems to nullify Holy is the Pumice piece. Which means, do I want to put the Pumice piece... I might want to put the Pumice piece, then, on Sphene. Because she's the character that needs to stay alive the most. She has our revives. But that massively reduces her spirit, which I'm pretty sure is tied to healing potency. So I guess we keep it on you. Magic evasion is king, though. We know that for Kuja. So anything within reason that can boost magic evasion is good. It's like the Venetia shield here. It is a decent drop in evasion. But I think the boosted magic evade is even better. Like, I have at no point seen Kuja use a physical attack. That also means magic defense is king on this guy, so maybe we do put the flash hat on him. I guess the egoists. It does boost his strength by 1, which is nice. Magician's Shoes, but again, that reduces her spirit by a lot. His is at the best that it is, but it's fine, because he absorbs holy. And in fact, we kind of want Palm to get hit. Put the flash hat on. If you can't boost evasion, boost magic defense. I also don't think Kuja busts out any major stat moves. So let's go ahead and knock... Physical accuracy, which isn't... Do you not have evasion up? I thought you had an evasion up. I guess not. You're actually kind of good as you are. Actually, do you have auto... Load life, but not auto haste? Okay. Auto haste is great on anybody who can get it. So you are just never going to be using Eidolon, so I'm going to take boost off you at this point. Put auto regen on. I'm gonna remove Loudmouth. Well... Keep it on. Here's the problem is I don't know what Necron does. I could look up what Necron does. Given the time, actually I am. I just realized it just ticked over to 10. Necron, what are your immediate skills? What do I need to be afraid of with you? Necron does every element. Okay. I guess the question really is just, do I have... Oh, Necron also does all status ailments. Cool. Great. It is advised to equip Bird Killer and MP Attack. Huh? Is Necron classified as a bird? That's funny. It does say before fighting Necron, so I wonder if you do actually get, if you do get a little break here. I assumed you didn't, but I guess you do. They, by the way, have the boss's AI literally written out in code on the wiki, and that's funny. Interesting that the game recommends trying to put Shadow Absorb on everyone and using Doomsday. I mean, to be fair, Kucha doesn't use water and wind from the looks of things. In fact, he literally doesn't. So, I guess we'll give it a try. Why not, right? Put an egoist on you. No, wait, not on you. Who's the goober who takes damage from shadows still? It's you. Never mind then, yeah, we'll rock this. High Tide on her isn't super useful. Chemist would be if I can net another 2 points from somewhere. Which would be turning off... It's turning that off. And then that could potentially boost the potency of if she has to, like... Well, then again, if she's up, she's never tossing out... well, it's just medicinal items in general, though, so it would boost... Well, yeah, but she's never... Yeah, never mind. So keep it with that. I guess we can turn those off. It's still not enough for auto life, though. But we can turn on auto potion. Auto haste is just better. Do I take the gamble that we get a save before Necron? It does not look like we do. It just says the 4 party members chosen to fight Necron. So I don't think we get a save. I think we... Question, what all does Grand Cross apply? Yeah, I will definitely use the save state before Necron if there is indeed no save. But that does mean that I have to pick my stuff right now. Okay, Grand Cross afflicts Berserk, Doom, Petrify, Stop, Freeze, Heat, Confuse, Poison, Trouble, Silent Zombie, Darkness, Instant Death, Mini, Sleep, And HP is reduced to 1 to 10. My question is, does Necron use any physical attacks? I appreciate that nothing in his AI actually tells me. Uses magic, can perform up to 4 actions per turn. Ugh. Neutron Ring deals 4,000 plus to all characters. Fucking lol. I might actually not be strong enough to beat Necron. Terrifying as that sounds, I may not be strong enough. But we're gonna try it anyway. Everybody needs auto potion if they have it. Definitely. Nothing I see says that this guy uses a physical attack. Spell damage, spell. Yeah, I don't think Necron does regular attacks. So it might be time to take off counter and eye for eye. It seems to say bird killer. I don't know why. I guess Necron is classified as a bird. Let's definitely turn on High Tide. Off that. So we can then have auto potion on. You're the other one who currently has counter and eye for eye on. Alright, let's try this setup. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Trancing faster on some characters helps. Technically on Freya it would help too. A ton. Because when Freya goes into trance, you can just put her up in the air and she stays there. Do I have... I do have High Tide on you. Maybe I turn off Auto Life and instead turn on High Tide. More HP. Well, maybe not more HP. There are, I think, I don't know if they're in this version. I think it might just be the speed up for battle. I don't know if the easy mode codes exist for this. Okay, so the game seems to think that, well, that changed my calculus a little bit now, doesn't it? Well, that didn't take long to go to hell. Reflects it back at him. How fucked is everyone? Not very. Okay. Good. Well, that could have been better, I guess. Oh, that's right. He returns it automatically. Well, that sucks. I didn't think it would just target a random-ass person. I mean, this is fine unless he's hitting the Rampus, which would suck. Which is, of course, who he's hitting. But it's fine, because Lurantis can auto-potion. I'm gonna heal Palom. That also, I believe, got rid of his Reflect. So if I'm right, nobody should take damage from this except Kuja. That's fine. This little guy will just heal himself. Oh, that's gonna suck, though. Then he'll pick himself up at least. She'll heal him. That changes the calculus a little bit. No, it doesn't. Never mind. Let's get him picked up. Thank you. We're recovering. We're recovering. Perfect. Because I can't kill him. Lurantis will jump. Lurantis will jump, then we'll once again do free Doomstays. Now then can Solution 9. Oh, what the fuck? Okay, that's fine. We outdamaged that. This one's a little risky because the spear might come down. Uh-oh. Well, no, that's fine. As long as the spear doesn't come down, we're fine. The spear's gonna come down. Raise wind here then. It's gonna suck. Unless Doomsday goes through Reflect, in which case it doesn't suck. Helm will full heal off this. Oh nice, Lurantis wasn't on the field at the time, so Lurantis doesn't get hit. Perfect. How do we want to do this? Hallam heal himself. Ven might drop here, but it's fine. Pella might drop here too, actually, now. Let's see what the damage is. Yep, they both did drop. I'm just gonna go into trance. So we're gonna heal 2 of us, which is gonna suck, but do what we must. Actually, it only healed 1 of us, because Sphene just has it permanently on. Okay, that might be good. It's probably not good. Okay, that could be worse. Solution 9 his ass. Because I want to see him die here. Yes! Perfect! That was exactly when I needed him to do this. Oh no, he's unleashing. Oh, yeah! Good thing Lorantis is in the air where she can't be hit by this. Oh, there he goes! Whee! We did it. Alright, moment of truth, folks. Does this game do it better than FF14? I've been told no. Hey, where'd all you losers come from? You weren't in my party. Ugh. Happened to the crystal. Where is this? Ah, I see. Let's see. You stand before the final dimension, and I am the darkness of eternity. Who are you? All life bears death of birth. Life fears death, but lives only to die. It starts with anxiety. Anxiety becomes fear. Fear leads to anger. God fucking... Actually, this came out before... No, this came out after the Phantom Menace. God damn it, Final Fantasy! Fear leads to anger. Anger leads to hate. Hate leads to suffering. Why the fuck was Yoda here for a moment? The only cure for this fear is total destruction. Kuja was a victim of his own fear. He concluded that he could only save himself by destroying the origin of all things, the crystal. What the hell are you talking about? Why are you telling me all this? Now the theory is undeniable. Kuja's actions proves it. All things live to perish. At last,
Life has uncovered this truth. Now, it is time to end this world.
What do you mean by that? Okay, so immediately I'm noticing one thing that could have made this a lot more easy. A lot more, like... I guess would have made this twist at the end make a little more sense is... Let's just say Kuja successfully destroyed the crystal using Ultima. Which is what I assume is implied to have happened here. Necron, therefore, should be either, like, released from the crystal, or should just be straight up, like, the dark side of the crystal. If the crystal is the source of all life, the Necron is the ultimate end of all life. Here's kind of a WoW reference. It's like how WoW interprets the concept of Naru. Naru are beings of pure light, but inevitably, light and shadow are intertwined in the sense that they are one and the same, and that therefore, light ultimately will fade to shadow, and then return to light. Necron should have been interpreted as something similar. Where if the crystal is life, Necron is death, all life becomes death to become life again. Like, that seems like an easy enough change that would make, like, Necron popping out of thin air here at the end make more sense. And still would be very different from how 14 handles it. Like, 14's Necron is literally just the anxiety of death made manifest. FF14's Necron is actually just Kuja.
I exist for one purpose. To return everything back to the Zero World, where there is no life, and no crystal to give life. In a world of nothing, fear does not exist. This is the world that all life desires.
So again, this is literally the opposite of how 14 interprets Necron. 14's Necron is about the incessant prolongation of life. Here, Necron literally is the ultimate cessation. FF9's Necron is the end singer. Which is, again, this was a complaint that a lot of people levied about Dawntrail in 14. Which is, why does Dawntrail feel like we are just retreading the conceptual plot beats of Endwalker? And I see now why people came to that belief. As it became clearer and clearer we were just going to do the whole, like, kind of softly retreading the plot beats of FF9. Because FF9 just ends with an end singer. That's what Necron is. It's just essentially accelerating the concept of the heat death of the universe. Returning the entire universe to a state of nothingness, where there is no life and no necessary capabilities, in this case, crystal, to produce it. Hello? Oh, my controller died. Didn't realize it was low on battery. Who the hell do you think you are? You're not ending anything. Never. Not so long as we have the will to live.
Foolish creature. Your fears have already deluded you. One day you will choose destruction over existence, as Kuja did. When he sought to destroy the crystal, the purpose of life ended. Now come, enter the Zero World that you so desire.
No! We'll destroy you and prove you wrong. Your memories, future generations will see that we can overcome any fear. We can't give up now. We have to fight together. Even if we lose, it doesn't matter. Memories will live on inside others. So even if we are born to die, not afraid. I'm gonna live! Ah. Form your party! Yeah, let's bring along the level 30, level 30, level 34, and level 37. That'll be fine, right?
Back after you kill bad guy. I prepared big meal for everyone.
Alright, here's the part where we're gonna save a state. Screw up.
Though I am unworthy, accept my powers.
Good. I'm glad he went to Vivi. It's the only right way. Promise me you'll win. Oh! Fuck yeah, we can do this. Alright, hell yeah. We do get control of our fate here. Okay, so, Necron does every fucking status effect under the sun. So any and all status effects we can put on are good. But I immediately reload that state. You can net an extra +2, but there's nothing to use it on. Auto Potion actually kind of helped us a fair bit in the Kuja fight, so I think we keep that on. High Tide helped us too, honestly. I think we keep that on. Can't be stopped or antibodied. Auto Regen was good, but in a pinch, I will take it off. Is MP +20 worth keeping? That's the question here today. No point felt like I was running out of MP on her. Which makes sense. Cura is only 10 MP. Like, we can cast 35 Curas. I think we take off MP +20. We can still cast 29 Curas. Each Cura is effectively a full heal. Her High Tide isn't important because her High Tide isn't an issue. Yeah, 28. Yeah, 29 it ended up being. So I think we give her Insomniac and Auto Potion. Because that way she can share in the potion fund whenever she gets hit. She also is now effectively immune to every major, like, well, a good amount of the major status effects. Healer just means when they auto-attack, it deals healing instead of damage, which is not super useful. Like, if she has a turn, I am not auto-attacking to heal. I am going to just cast Cura. Auto haste is still really good on you. Auto potion is good. Return magic is still gonna be good. I'm gonna actually take off Loudmouth. Silence is bad, but I can work around silence. Like, I can just have him use an item to get around silence. I'm actually prevent confusion. Confusion is way more dangerous, I think, for him. I mean, technically I can use an item to get around it on Sphene too, but Sphene is like my big emergency character. Your HP plus 20 again. Very... I'm gonna actually make a state here. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that and just burn an item to heal her back up so I have more stats. Or more ability slots to use. You don't have Bird Killer. But I can use this to give you... Jelly, Bright Eyes, or Insomniac. What do we have as far as stat healing items? Not a lot. What can you heal? Venom, Poison, and Petrify. She can't cure sleep, so we'll give you Insomniac then. Is accuracy useful? Not more useful than anything here. Question. Yeah, I'm just curious if the cheats were active here. They aren't. Okay, so we also know that Necron hates everything and everyone. It's awful. Yeah, Freya and Trance remains incredibly powerful. Trance will skip all of Necron's most dangerous abilities. Neutron Ring is the thing we have to be most afraid of. Which is simply non-elemental damage. But, again, magic defense is our most important statistic here. As is probably evasion. Like, if we can get greens on those last two stats, losses anywhere else are perfectly acceptable at this point. Unless those come at the cost of that. Does slightly reduce fire damage. It's the gamble of the fucking century. But I mean, Grand Cross. Is spell power. Neutron Ring, spell power. Flare, magical damage. Meteor, magic damage. There's nothing here that tells me equipping the Atom Invest is a bad idea. Magician's shoes are also probably a good idea. So he reduces shadow and fire. Let's raise the question, can I do anything to make shadow damage less scary? Face a shadow attack. You have it on the bonus piece. I think we still just have to kind of trust here. Does he take shadow damage? He does. So we can still abuse Doomsday. Though, man. Potential of absorbing water. Well, no, you don't use water or wind. So yeah, no, we stick with the base of Zeus. Reducing thunder damage is good. Found the Magician Robe. Wait, hold on. That gets rid of the resistance to shadow, though. The other option is removing your Pumice piece. Putting... I don't have anything to reduce it by 100% though. Shadow 100, Shadow 100. Absorb Shadow. Okay, I think we roll with this then. Save this into slot 2. Alright. We've come too far to lose now. Let's just wrap this up and go home. All of us. There it is. Just start killing. Just a cheeky slow, just to see. Okay, question. Your most dangerous ability is Neutron Ring. Silence! I'm trying to win a game. I'm trying to win a video game. Not playing any things. Let's see. Neutron Ring physical? So... Uh-oh. Well, let's start equipping Let's start equipping our weak folks with it. Then you jump. I assume you're immune. No, you aren't! Holy shit. Okay. That's good. Does he just cast them as alls? Oh, he does. Interesting. That's fine. We've got potions. Arantis will jump, which means then we can use a Doomsday. Ow! Holy shit! Okay. So something's wrong with Spheen's build if she's taking 4,300 from a meteor. Which means I assume my assumption about not needing physical defense was a mistake. It's fine, we're learning. 700 and a full heal for Palom. Hold on. This is about to be stupid. Might just end up sacking this run then. Depending on how bad this hits us, we might just end up sacking the run. It did nothing! Let's go! Okay, cast that now, because even if Freya comes down, it's not going to hit her. Because she wasn't targeted when it active when it was first initialized. How do we want to do this? Let's just full heal speed. Just straight up full heal. Is there anyone else that could use a heal? Not in the amount we're talking about. Oh, that's gonna hurt. That's fine. This will tell us some information, at least. Neutron Ring is the scariest move. How bad does it fuck us? Yeah, okay. Yeah, we're just gonna sack that run. I'm gonna take a second here, BRB, and kind of think what I want to do is my next move here. BRB in a minute. Gotta get some water and stuff. Alright. So I think Neutron Star is... And also, like, I think my assessment... Let's save a state there. Let's try this state. Controller. So yeah, I think... Probably... Auto Potion is good. Return Magic might not be worth it for Palom. That depends. Hold on. I think Return Magic might still be useful. Like, I could still return his generic magics. I can't his special ones, though. But, like, everything, like, Holy, Flare, all that. Reflect on Everyone does help, too. Like, I was just a little behind the 8-ball on getting that set up. I wish I had some auto-reflects. Like, I guess I could get rid of... I'm not gonna get rid of it yet. Swap that around and put that into... Insomniac. Like, honestly, I think my equipment was just a bigger mistake. I overcommitted to the thought that it didn't do physical damage, but no, Neutron Star and all those, like, heavy damage moves still count for physical. So while magic, defense, and evasion are important, we don't want to completely sack defense for it. Like, maybe a Coronet is a good idea, but not really. I think, honestly... Thunder... What is Flare again? What is Meteor again? Meteor's not... Well, yeah, Shadow Holy... This still bugs the fuck out of me, and I wish I had a better setup. Like, I could put on Dragon Wrist, but that still has the same problem. I guess I could put on the Chimera Armlet. It would block... Would block Holy, I guess. Costs us a ton of magic evasion, though. Still put on Magician Shoes. That's a huge drop in magic defense to put on the Black Hood at this point. And a drop in Spirit, I don't think I could do that. Shadow and Thunder still get reduced. I guess she's not really attacking. But none of these really are rocking any, like, resistances. Reducing Shadow is good. Reducing Thunder is good. Reducing Holy is good. The Rebirth Ring can give her auto life, though. I want to try that, actually. You absorb Holy Shadow. Yo's Band, which then would technically let me take off the Pumice piece. Worst case scenario. which could then let me put the Pumice piece on Rantis. Raises shadow attack damage, by the way. Just noticed that. Alright, let's try this setup. Save to slot 2. I didn't bother to fucking check if I could put auto life on Sphene, but who knows? Maybe we just don't need it. Whoa, we're flying! Does this mean we have auto float? Which also means now we can open with Doomsday. Should do no damage to anyone. Perfect. What the hell was that? I guess it's 11. I think someone next door works third shift. That's probably what it is. Nice early crit. You like to see those. Only has 54,000 HP, remember. Those are very good crits to see. Blue Shockwave. So I'm gonna want to immediately heal Ven up. Might kill Ven. Nope, we're good. Fires off on him. Actually, right. I don't think Return Magic is firing off on these target all skills. Maybe it is a good idea to remove that. I'll have to keep that in mind. If we don't win this fight, I'll keep that in mind. That's a big if, though. We're sitting pretty good here. Of course, I've said that before, and he immediately fucks me, so watch him Grand Cross right now. There you go, 7,000. That actually took so long to fire off, Ben was already back at full health. Oops. Alright, here we go. Let's just take a moment here and see what fuckery happens. Francis is in the air, so it won't be affected. Alright, well, a lot of fuckery just happened. That's gonna kill Sphene. Nope. That's actually a problem. Wait, maybe it's not. He's gonna die before he can get that off. Yep, there he goes. It's fine, we're not in trouble yet. Goes. Picks himself back up. Which is good, but it won't help me at all. Well, this will help me know if this is physical damage or if I just sunk. Ben's gonna drop from this for sure, unless it misses. I don't know if it can miss. Okay, it is physical damage. But holy fuck, do we need to get somebody upright. I mean, to a certain respect, we just got unlucky. Yeah, okay, we can't revive her. There is nothing we can do here. I do have zombie cures. Mega Phoenix? No. Yeah, this runs, yeah. We're getting close, though. We're definitely getting closer. I can feel it in my bones. Let me make that change on here that I noted. Return magic is not firing, so let's not even bother with it. Quick locomotion. I've got a few folks with another one already. Like, we just kind of got unlucky getting whacked with what we did there. Am I considering putting on an adamant hat? Just for the reduced thunder damage. I'm gonna try it. I think where possible we want to reduce incoming elemental damage. Could put on a black hood, but that's a lot of lost stats. The other thing I want to check is, can I put... So maybe I can fit auto life on. Yeah, I just take off auto regen. Alright. Let's try this loadout. We're getting close. We're getting close. It's only 54,000 health. Really, we just need... If we had gotten a lucky break on not getting zombified and doomed, we'd probably beat him. Like, we're kind of just fishing for good luck here, really. And making a little tweaks around the edges to make him a little less dangerous, so we can pump out a little more damage. But really, we just need Granite Cross to be nice. That's all we need, and we're good. We just need luck. That's a good start, starting off with Shell. Want to see him start with moves that aren't killing us. Max can already fire again. Alright, that's good. Just heal whoever it hits. Doomsday is not doing a ton of damage for the MP investment. I'm gonna actually try slow here. That might actually kill him. Yep. Well, there goes his auto life right away. Actually, she's still alive. Her turn hasn't fired off yet. I'm gonna take a weird gamble here and say that his death doesn't reset her thing. Boom, it doesn't. Let's go. Get slow off on you again. We got it that first round. Alright, hold on. Let's see what damage this does. Please don't show me zombie. If you do, just don't show it on Sphene. Silence and confusion. This is probably alright. And he's no longer confused. Never mind, he is confused. I have a cure for confusion. Just remedy? Alright. That was a very good Grand Cross, but I would really like... Alright, here we go. Who's he targeting? It's fine. Never heal everyone right away. This is all still recoverable. Oh, great! I can't undo confusion. Well, it's fine. You attacked the right guy. That's about to suck. It's really just surviving Neutron Ring at this point is what I need to do. Yeah, it just sucks. It's fine. Spin gets picked up now, which is good. Gun's back online. She'll get full healed automatically by that. Burning Shell, that's good. I'm gonna have Naranthus attack right away. Please, target Naranthus. Fuck you. Whose turn is up here? Right. Okay. I'll just wait for Palom to get picked up. Cue an elixir for Palom. It's burning a turn on Protect again. Very good. Okay, heal. That's good, actually. Very good. Effectively a wasted turn. I forgot Ben gets healed from those. That's fine. I mean, if it's gonna keep doing that, I'll keep causing problems for it then. That's good. That should give Palom and Speen Trance. Mostly we just care that Palom will have Trance. Yeah, Doomsday's kind of a decent half-party heal, honestly. It also targeted not the right person. I was hoping it would target that. I think we start putting up some... Well, do we put up that or do we put up Protect? I'm gonna try putting up a Protect. Of course, it immediately decides to use Ice Magic. Which is fine. We're not super vulnerable, and in fact, it gives us... I think just one Trance? Maybe two? I think Palom's a little short yet. comes all the auto potions. Does everybody have auto potion on them? Yep, everybody has auto potion. Let's go. That's good. Weirdly enough, that's good. What I didn't want to see is I didn't want to see Neutron Star. Speed still isn't going to fire off yet. Oh yeah, that's right. Then, fuck, I wasted that elixir. That's right, Ven's just going to get a full heal from Doomsday. If I lose this run, I need to see what's giving Lurantis that full heal, and see if I can move it to somebody else. Alright, 7,000, that's good. See if you can get a Doomsday off before it shells. Always a good chance there. It's also, however, going to hurt. Okay, it hurt, but not badly. Alright, there's Palom's Trance! We now do like 14,000 a turn for the next like 4 to 5 turns. Got the pieces we need. Now we just need luck. In fact, I feel like we're in such a good spot, I'm going to actually make a state out of it. There's my badly timed elixir. Well, I'll still give him a little healing at least. It's going to reapply Raised Wind, and here we go! Grand Cross again! We just need luck. We just need luck. Don't show me zombie. Well, actually, it's okay to show me zombie. Well, that sucks. Actually, that doesn't suck, because Palom will come back then with a full gauge, I think. This will, however, probably kill Ven, which is a problem. That's fine, we've got a couple of null electrics out here. That's gonna start ticking damage. Uh-oh, that's gonna hurt. This might just kill everyone who isn't Lurantis, in which case we're loading that state, damn it. Oh, no, that could have been worse. I mean, it killed our person who was zombified, but at this point, what can you do? He's just gonna have to live with it. I'm gonna wait for you to pop him back up, and then we'll Elixir Palom right away. So he's got the resources to do what he needs. Just heal yourself, girl. Just gonna go back to jumping. That's the second one. I'm just gonna, just for safety. Such a long animation, yeah. Sphene recovers half her HP just from sitting there. It's funny. She'll top herself off. Then we do it again because it lasts so fucking long. That's gonna heal a lot. Only 2,000. Okay. That's fine. In fact, it did nothing. Fuck you. So protect is definitely useful, though. Let's put protect on whoever we can while we're here. That's fine, because Lurantis is gonna jump. Whee! And it was effectively a wasted turn. Fuck you, boss. Like, it's gonna be a problem when Lurantis comes back down. But Lurantis will have to come back down first. Not enough. Oh, that's right. Lurantis didn't get to fire off the elixir, though. Dang. Well. You can still cast Double Thundaga on his ass. Sphene can elixir Palom. Blue Shockwave is gonna suck. Yes, it hit the right person. Because he's gonna get elixired anyway for his MP. Kicking ass. I didn't realize Lurantis was blinded. I'm gonna actually have her self-heal here, just for safety. It's the elixir. Alright! We need luck again. Just gonna prep this for whatever we might land on. Pity Lurantis. That's fine, we can pick her up. She's not zombie dead, just normal dead. She's not zombie dead, just normal dead. It's fine. We're done!
Why defy your fate? Is the will to live that powerful?
We did it! We didn't even need to use those states we made mid-combat. We just figured out the right solution and got a little lucky. Still very unlucky, but just lucky enough to beat the game! Little man killed him with a meteor to the face!
This is not the end! I am eternal! As long as there's life and death!
You alright? Yeah. Look at what's happening. What you just said was true. The Viva tree's beginning its violent reaction. What's gonna happen? I don't know. It doesn't look good. I doubt anyone could have survived that explosion.
No! Captain.
They are still alive. Where are they? Over there. Oh, the guy's probably closer. You, tall one.
Sir, Huggin, Pluto Knight, 8, ma'am.
I didn't ask for your name. Contact the Hildegard right away.
Yes, sir, ma'am, sir.
Please be alive. Sir, we're receiving a transmission from the Red Rose. Punch it up on the main line.
This is the Red Rose.
You're not General Beatrix. Who are you? Oh, it's her. My name is Mikoto. Everyone is alive. You are very close to them. What? How do you know? I can hear him. Who?
Prepare to land immediately.
Hey, look, CGI. This is where all the 4th disk space went. It's the Hildegard 3. It's like Sid came to rescue us. Sid! Thank heavens you're all safe. Come quickly. We don't have much time.
Okay.
Alright, is this Garland or is this Kuja? I'm gonna guess it's Garland.
Farewell, then.
Ah, damn it. What's wrong? Why don't you go on ahead? I'll catch up with you all later. I have to take care of something. What? He's still alive. He can't be. Then what are you doing? Lauren, take care of Sven. What? What do you mean by that? Kuja's still alive. Can't just leave. This is ludicrous. Just because you two are from the same planet doesn't mean... No, that's not the reason. Come on, then. Why are you doing this? Because I might have done the same thing if I were in his shoes. I would have fought against you guys and wreaked havoc in Gaia, just like he did. I know it sounds crazy. I know deep down inside I have to do this. Not crazy, Van. But go help Kuja, not good idea. It's too dangerous. Can't just leave him. There's no way I could live with myself. I'm going. You're making a big mistake! Maybe. We all have to make a big decision sometime in our life. For me, now is that time. I have to face up to it. Just like Palom did when he confronted his fears to find out about himself. That was a big decision for Palom. I don't know about that. I didn't think it was really a big deal. That's what you think. I might not be doing this if it weren't for you. You've definitely taught me to take life more seriously. Well, you're obviously not going to change your mind, so I'm coming with you. Principle of knighthood requires that one assist his comrade in times of need. I shall accompany you as well. Oh, well, wait a minute. Like I said, it's my moment. There's no butt in. You guys will have your own someday. Besides, you guys have more important things to worry about. Like Bermesia and Alexandria. Once in your life, why can't you be honest? Sorry, but I can't just walk away. It goes against my nature. You're a real simpleton. Forget it, guys. There's no stopping this. What are you still doing out there? Get on board now! Come on. Let's just leave him and get out of here. That guy will never change. Alright, you heard the man. Get out of here before it's too late. But I love you, so you better come back. Then I need to eat more different food. I'm still hungry. He'd come back, take me more places, show me more food. I still can't believe you're doing this. You've changed, then. Till we meet again. Ven, you've taught me another big lesson in life. Thanks. Ven. Sus, we must go. Sven, I mean, Your Highness. The abduction is over. I can't take you any further. I'm sorry for being so shellfish. No, you're not being selfish. You've done so much for us. If it weren't for you, I probably would have led a meaningless life. With you, I was able to see so much of the world, meet so many people. If
faced many hardships too. But I think I finally know what's important. I'm so fortunate to have met you. I'll never forget our trip together. Thank you, Ben. Promise me one thing? Please come back. How do I feel about... Let's wait till I get to the credits and don't voice any more characters. Kuja? Can you hear me? I'm coming to get you. You still have time. Forget about me. And go. Just shut up and stay where you are. I don't understand you. Okay. Here goes nothing. It's neat that we kind of started the game with leaving our companion behind in the evil forest, and now we're ending with rescuing the villain from the Leafa Tree. There's some narrative, like, amazement to that. Huh. Never mind. Phew. Still alive. Guess that was pretty crazy. Hey, are you alright? Ven? Oh. What are you doing here? I thought I told you to go. Wouldn't you do the same for me if you knew I was dying? Oh, I see. Never mind. Your comrades were able to escape? Yeah. Knew you had something to do with it. I'm glad they made it. Yeah, well, it's our turn to get moving. I don't deserve to live. They're all that I've done. I'm useless to this world. No one's useless. You helped us escape.
Remember? After you guys beat me, I had nothing left. Nothing more to lose. I finally realized what it means to live. I guess I was too late. Hey, don't you go dying on me, alright? That didn't sound good. Cha, what you did was wrong. But you gave us all one thing. Hope. We were all created for the wrong reason. But you alone defied our fate. We do not want to forget this. We want your memory to live on forever. To remind us that we were not created for the wrong reason. That our life has meaning. Sometime later. So this is Alexandria. Ooh. Pick up the pace, will ya? I can't believe it. Pelham! Pelham? How do you know that name? What are you talking about? It's me, Puck! How could you forget me? Puck? You know, Puck! Prince of Bermesia? Oh, come on, what's wrong with you? If you're not Pelham, then who are you? I'm Pelham's son. Yeah! Look at all the Pelhams! I always talked about you, Ven. You were a very special person to us. Because you taught us all how important life is. Lorantis, you're leaving soon, are you not? Yes, I can hardly wait to see everyone. Alexandria. I went there many years ago. How long will it take to rebuild Bermesia? I don't care, as long as I'm with you. I love you, Levantus. But he still doesn't remember our past. I just want to cherish our time right now. You taught me that life doesn't last forever. That's why we have to help each other and live life to the fullest. It's time to say goodbye to this room. Save the Queen. You have served me well. My duty is finished here.
Farewell, Alexandria. Even if you say goodbye, you'll always be in our hearts. So I know we're not alone anymore. Oh. Hey. Why are you going to Alexandria? You're not going? I never said that. Hey, wait! Why I was born, how I wanted to live. Thanks for giving me the time to think. Good food, not only delicious, but food made with heart. He was the chef at the start of the game. This is very important when cooking for friends. Keep doing what you set your heart on. It's a very hard thing to do. We were all so courageous. Hurry! Hurry! We gotta get there before the play begins! There's no need to hurry. The theater ship is no match for my new ship. My new Hildegard is the fastest ship ever. Do I have to remind you? You said the same thing about the theater ship. Him? That's what you said, Father. Sarah? What did you just call me? Darling, she called you Father. Mother! Mother! Hurry! Say it again, Sarah! What to do when I felt lonely? That was the only thing you couldn't teach me. But we need to figure out the answer for ourselves. Beatrix! Where are you going? Please don't ask. My mind is already set. Wait, listen to me. I never wish to lose you again. Orin, let us protect the Queen. Together! I'm so happy I met everyone. I wish we could have gone on more adventures. But I guess we all have to say goodbye someday. Alright, you scumbags. We're almost there. Been a long time since we saw Alexandria. Let's give them a show they won't forget. Yeehaw! Break a leg, people. Everyone. Thank you. Farewell. What happened with the previous queen? She kind of got her ship blown up by Kuja at the end of Disc 1. My memories will be part of the sky. Yep, she blew up. He summoned Bahamut on her ass. It went as well as it usually does. The theater ship will arrive any minute. It's been so long. Can't wait to see everyone. But
never be the same. I have to let go of the past. I have to move on. Just like he taught me. Transition to CGI! Oh, nope. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight's performance is a story that takes place long, long ago. Our heroine, Princess Cornelia, is torn from her lover, Marcus. She attempts to flee the castle, only to be captured by her father, King Leo. Tonight's story begins when Marcus and Cornelia decide to run away together. And now, your royal majesty, and everybody else because this text is too fast, Tantalus proudly presents, I Want to Be Your Canary. Marcus? My sweet Marcus, I fear I love thee more than I should. Princess, wilt thou be happy and all that other stuff? Prithee call me princess no more. Marcus, wilt thou truly cherish me, the king's only daughter? Or is such a desire too dear to wish for? After our nuptials, shall I become no more than a puppet? A mindless puppet, never to laugh, never to cry? I wish to live my life under the sky. At times I shall laugh, at others cry, for no life is more insincere than one lived as a masquerade. Cast away thy trappings of royalty, and I shall swaddle thee in a gown of love. Never again will I part from thee. Pray, my love, make me thy canary, to keep forever. Let's embark on the first ship tomorrow, before dawn. All my fortunes at thy... Okay. Slow down! God damn it! I know you're not supposed to be voicing these, but you can't even fucking read them! Oh, love is the sweetest joy and the wildest woe. My wish is to be by my sweet Marcus's side. Hey! You shall be warned, ne'er shall let their plan come to fruition. Good day to ye, Highness. Good day. Wist thee of Marcus? Marcus? What news dost thou bring? This! Time for our departure has long passed. Where is Cornelia? Marcus, the ship soon embarks. Board ye this boat alone, and peace could come to both kingdoms. Speak, Marcus. She told me she could not live without me. The sun is our enemy too. The eastern sky grows bright. Will we not spread our wings as yonder birds enjoy flight? Hark, Marcus. We can wait no longer. The ship departs. Could she have betrayed me? Nay, ere would my love speak false. I must have faith. She shall appear if only I believe. As the sun lends me no ear, I pray instead to the twin moons. I beseech thee, wondrous moonlight, grant me my only wish. Bring my beloved Sphene to me. You son of a bitch. I saw it coming a mile away, but still. Son of a bitch. This is Final Fantasy IX, not Final Fantasy VII. We're allowed a happy ending. I mean, it was obvious when he was literally wearing the coat. These cutscenes definitely have shown their age. Like, the texture quality is definitely not great. But you can definitely see why people were like, yeah, this could totally work for an animated series. There's your Disney ending. I will say, the, like, modern, like Dissidia and its offshoots designed for Zidane, I do like better. But that's just because his face looks weird in this. How did you survive? I didn't have a choice. I had to live. I wanted to come home. To you. So, I sang your song. Our song. Man, for a world-ending calamity, they sure put things back together fast. Alright, now to answer the earlier question of how do I feel about the game. I feel, in a lot of ways, very similar to how I felt with FF10. Which is that I feel like this game would have benefited. So in FF10 I felt this way because we know the script went through a number of rewrites before they landed on the final, like, script. And it feels like they definitely, definitely shifted around priorities of a lot of different subplots. Here it feels like they just ran out of time. Like, this feels like a game that was meant to have, like, once you get out of Terra, it's like you just immediately go right into the final dungeon. And it feels like they wanted to have probably one or two more dungeons between Terra and the end to kind of flesh out what the fuck was actually, like, what was Kuja's plan really at the end? What's this crystal? What is Necron? What was the whole point of Terra? What was Garland's plan? What's up with this airship? We're just flying around this airship that has a bunch of dead souls in it. Don't worry about it. Like, there's a lot of stuff at the end that feels like they wanted to explain that they just ran out of time to explain. And I see kind of why people want this game to have a remake. Because if you look at what they did with FF7 Remake, they turned fucking Midgar into an entire game on its own. There's no unanswered questions left in Midgar by the time you leave it. Like, I think people want a remake of this game because they want to have that same kind of level of, like, expansion. They want Terra to be more than just, like, one field area, a town, and a dungeon. They want more explanation of what's going on at the end of the game. They want a better, like, explanation for Necron showing up. And I completely agree with all that. So yeah, story-wise, I think it suffers a similar problem to 10 where it needs more explanation, but if 10's problem was that it wasn't explaining things because the things it wasn't explaining had been deprioritized in later drafts, this game feels like it just ran out of time to explain those things. Hell, Garnet's whole bit with actually being a summoner from Madain Sari, the whole bit with, oh, the airship at the end of the game, yeah, that thing sucked up all the souls of Madain Sari. Like, the fact that is never explored is amazing to me. Like this scene right here. The fact that that is never explained in any further detail than that one cutscene, and then a comment from Sveen when you're on the airship in the end game, that's nutty. That's nutty to me. But yeah, gameplay-wise, I really love the, like, skill system in this game. Like, I love every time I'm dying to Necron, I'm like, alright, let's go back to the save state. Let's reassess kind of our abilities. Okay, it doesn't deflect, its magic is all damage, it affects everyone, so it's not being deflected. Let's turn that off. Let's turn on more status effect resistances. Let's hope we get lucky with, like, I like that. That's fun. I like that. I'm going to say once and for all, I don't like active time battle. And this is coming from someone who used to think active time battle was the coolest fucking thing. Like, you mean there's RPGs that aren't turn-based? Oh my god! Nah, I don't like it. I've played an ATB game now. I've played a little bit of 13 in the past. I don't like ATB. I don't think it's a fun system. I would much rather have a system like FF10's battle system, which is also very heavily bastardized and used in Lord of the Rings: The Third Age, which we played on this stream years ago. That footage is long gone. Or even systems like the press turn system that's used in SMT and Metaphor. I'm not necessarily a huge fan of the one more system in Persona, especially once they implemented, like, Baton Pass. I feel like it's too simple now, but I like the idea. It's very much just like a lesser version of ATB, a lesser version of press turn. I like the battle system in the Digimon story games even, which is kind of just a raw turn-based system. A little derived from FF10, but not as severely derived from FF10 as FF10, but it's still definitely FF10 DNA in there. Hell, I think the only battle system I like worse than ATB is just raw. It's just the raw 1, 2, 3, 4 enemy, 1, 2, 3, 4 enemy, 1, like just the very rhythmic. Your party goes 1, 2, 3, 4. Enemies go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You go 1, 2, 3, 4. Enemies go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like that very. I don't like that. That's probably the only system I think is worse than ATB. So that's pretty much my assessment here. Is story. I think the story on its own is better than FF10. It just once again feels like they didn't explain things enough. Equipment, I love the equipment system, and I don't like the ATV system. If I had to pick between 9 or 10 replaying, I think the battle system hurts us enough that I would replay 10 before I replay 9. But I think if you have to pick between remaking 9 or remaking 10, I would rather have them remake 9. Because I think you can do more with a remake of 9 than you can with a remake of 10. Which also probably helps because, you know, FF10 has its sequel and the third script that we don't talk about. Anyway, the end. We did it. We beat it. It took an entire full-length stream, and I started an hour late because I was like, it's not gonna take that long. By the way, this is another one of those games. If you've ever played games from around that, like, N64, PS1 period, you know what I'm talking about. I am pressing every button on my controller. This the end is not gonna go away. It's gonna sit here till you reset the fucking console, and I hate games that do that. Favorite characters? say a number of the characters actually didn't get as much love as I thought they would. Like, for how much people love Freya, and maybe this is just because I know people in particular who are obsessed with Freya. Well, no, who am I kidding? The furry community in general loves Freya. Like, Freya doesn't actually get that much, like, screen time. Amarant, he is just kind of there. He has a neat moment kind of near the mid-late game, so I guess good for him. Like, I like Garnet. I do really like Garnet. I like Zidane. The problem is, every time I say I like a character, my immediate follow-up is, but I wish they did more with them. But yeah, I like Garnet, I like Zidane. I like, fuck, I don't even remember his name. I'll just call him Rusty. I like Rusty as a concept. Some of that might be because I played, you know, Dawntrail before this, and Dawntrail's rendition of him is really good. Vivi, of course, is possibly the standout character. Like, this game starts with Vivi walking into Alexandria for the first time, and then it ends with one of Vivi's kids walking into Alexandria for the first time. Like, this is Vivi's game. This is the Vivi game, and you're just... It's like how 10 is the Yuna game, but you're playing as Tidus. This is the Vivi game, and you're playing as Zidane. Aiko's there. I think those, like, last two party members you pick up, Aiko and Amarant, I think they suffer the most in this game. Because it feels like the game had already kind of set up its important cast, and then these two are just kind of throwing their bones. Like, I mean, Aiko has everything with Mog, which is cool, I guess. But, like, once Mog is out of the story, at the, like, not even... I think that's at the end of Disc 2 already. Like, Aiko very much goes to being a backseat character. Like, she, I think, suffers from the, gosh. Well, who would I make this comparison to? Not the... Amaranth suffers from the Haru problem, where he just joins so late in the game that, like, the cast is already set in stone. He's just kind of standing off to the side. Big has that problem too, somewhat, but, like... Big is an optional party member. You don't, like, have to pick him up. Except, I think you do for one part of the game. But, after that one part of the game, when he leaves the party... What? You don't have to... Like, Big leaves the party so often, you don't have to pick Big back up. You can just leave him behind after, like, the end of... After Alexandria is destroyed at the end of Disc 2, you don't have to go pick Big back up. You can just leave him. But yeah, I think Aiko suffers from kind of... This is difficult because I want to make a Persona comparison, but Persona is pretty good about this, where, like... Aiko's like if you had a party member that joins in, like, the Rise, Teddy, Futaba... Well... You know who Aiko has the problem of? Aiko has the Koromaru problem. Joins, like, in that, like, late summer, like, two-thirds... Not, like, two-thirds exactly, but, like, around, like, 60% mark of the game. And has their one cool moment, because there's time enough to allow for it. But then just gets kind of, like... After that one cool moment, they just kind of get put off to the side. But yeah, overall... I don't know if I'd give it a 9 out of 10. I'd probably give it, like, a... 8.5 to 8.7 out of 10. I get why I get why this game didn't do great, considering it came out, like, a year before FF10 came out on the PS2. This game kind of got kneecapped by its release timing. But I also get why this is one of the most beloved Final Fantasy games, even if it's not one of the, like, best-selling, most critically acclaimed ones. Like, I get why people want an animation out of this. Like, this oozes with a kind of Disney energy, and I don't mean, like, modern Disney. I mean, this oozes with a kind of, like, Disney Renaissance energy. Maybe early 2000s Disney, even. It oozes with that kind of energy. Where it's like, this would transition to animation so well. Even not necessarily, it doesn't really have necessarily a Ghibli energy, but, like, you can picture it as a Ghibli anime still. I get why people want a remake as well, because people just want this game to get its day in the sun. It's the Final Fantasy that feels like a fairy tale, is a good way to put it, yeah. Like, this is described as, like, the final love letter to the classic, like, 1 through 6 era of Final Fantasy, before the PS2 brought the full-on transition into, like, the modern kind of Final Fantasy. With then, you know, 10 being 10, 12 being, you know, all sky piratey, 13 being sci-fi out the ass, and then 11 and 14 being MMOs, 15 being 15 being a fucking boy band road trip in a car, and then 16 feels like it's the first game in a long time that tries to call back to that, but 16 misses its shot at 16 and lands kind of firmly on, like, it's a callback to, like, 7 and 8 and 12, more than it is, like, 1 through 6 and 9. I'd love to see Final Fantasy tackle a fairy tale-like plot again. But I don't know if we're ready for that, like, as an original concept. I think the best way to get that is through a remake. And it is definitively after midnight. I have stuff I need to do. I'm gonna stop ranting about this game for now. I think I've said all there is really to say. And we're gonna wrap things up for today. Upcoming stuff this week. Maybe a stream on Wednesday, we'll see. Depends on, you know, how I'm feeling and availability and all that. If folks want to do stuff or not. And Friday, more Time Stranger. And Monday, next week, we will start Legend ZA. If this game was kind of comparing 9 to 10 and 9 to, you know, Dawn Trail, I'm going to say right now, as a little tease here, you will like my ZA playthrough if you are interested in a ZA playthrough that asks a very simple thing of Game Freak. The entire conceit of my ZA playthrough is simple. I don't want Potential Mod. I don't want another Pokemon game where it's, you know, 90% bad, and then the final 10% is like, this is what we want more of, Game Freak. I don't want a coulda, woulda, shoulda Pokemon game. I don't want a all kinds of potential, no actual good gameplay, cutting features. Potential Mod. So if that's the kind of probably salt you want, tune in next week, because we're going to start laying some down. The end.